Well, good morning, everyone. I'm really excited to be here with you this morning because one of the things I love to do is talk with real business people building real businesses. Entrepreneurship is hot these days. It's sexy. And as I travel all across the country, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Many people, once they become an entrepreneur, wonder why they wanted to become an entrepreneur. uh, but I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, and I just want to share with you some thoughts on how you can build a high potential business, because the goal is not just creating a business and going into business. Anybody can do that. We can do that in 5 minutes. But the goal is to create a business that's successful. And if you want to know what I really do, is I focus on helping my clients develop premier companies. I'm not interested in ordinary businesses because ordinary businesses can't do it for you. They're not sustainable, they're not good for the marketplace, and ultimately things are going to shift and you're going to be caught in a difficult position. So we're going to talk about building a high potential business because I know you all are interested in that. I want to start with the mid-1980s. I was working in corporate America, and around that time, I was working for a media company. And this media company was looking to find ways to succeed in an environment where media was really changing. Just like today, media was changing dramatically. And this company was very much involved in the cable television industry. Excuse me. And one of the things that this company was looking to do is find new revenue streams. So I was looking to help this company find new revenue streams. Now, I talked my way into the sales department because I always wanted to be in sales and build a business, and I'll tell you a little bit more about my background. But I remember being in a hotel room in Chicago, and I don't remember exactly how it happened, but I think I was about to go to a meeting, and I heard, maybe it was a Chicago Cubs game. They were about to do the national anthem. And I heard the president of a company was going to throw out the ball. And I said, wow, that would be an interesting company to do business with. And I instantly got on the phone, called the company, and they said, no, we're not interested in that, in doing business in that way, but there is a company that is. And they gave me a name of another company. This other company was based in Southern California, and they still exist today. I'm not going to mention the name of it because they've gone through lots of ups and downs. The founders no longer run the company. They cashed out. But around that time, they were dealing with some very, very difficult times. And when I spoke with the head of the company, what I learned was their biggest challenge was cash flow. That sound familiar? The biggest challenge was getting new business. Their biggest challenge was finding partnerships. They were all tapped out. And I discovered that this technology they were developing used a component that this media company was essentially throwing away because we were moving in a different market. In fact, we had warehouses of this controller. And I said, wow, wouldn't it be something if we could do a deal with this company and help this company and help us with something we're about to scrap? So I was in my mid-20s or so, and I proceeded to work on a joint venture deal with this company. And every weekend I would fly out to Southern California and work out the details with this company. And what was interesting about this is I didn't really know what I was doing. I had some thoughts about how this would work, but I didn't really know. And I started to work with them, and I started to observe these entrepreneurs up close. And what was interesting about these entrepreneurs is that they were doing everything to keep this business going. They were leveraged to the hilt personally. They had a dream team of consultants. They had financing arrangements. They had all kinds of things they were trying to do to make this company work. And they were desperate to have this deal. Ultimately, after a couple of months, I realized it wasn't my deal that they wanted so much. It was their deal that they wanted so much. It was their deal to build a relationship with a large company. Well, we put together a deal with that company, and it was a joint venture. And joint ventures are great because joint ventures are typically off the balance sheet. So you can do a deal with someone and it doesn't affect their debt to equity ratio. And so companies like to do that, large and small. And for this small company, it was the gold mine. But we were able to achieve a revenue stream from this company for essentially products that we were about to scrap.